Sweet. All right. Welcome back to WKNC 88.1 HD1 Raleigh. I'm Her Majesty, and I'm here today with Camp Howard. How about y'all?
Hey, what's up?
Yourselves.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm Wes. How's it going?
And Matt is not right here, and Brian is not right here.
All right. Can you guys explain Camp Howard, I guess, for some listeners?
Like the sound?
Yeah.
I would say just come in here and we can share this mic. I would say it's like alternative rock is probably the best place to start.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like rock music. I don't know. It's indie.
It's like alternative rock, I think.
Okay.
For the thing is, we have two songwriters, and like within each songwriter, there's like
Different
fluctuations
Different inspirations.
and different inspirations and genres and styles. So honestly, our stuff like clashes probably a bit, and it's fine with us. But,
Yeah, because
like,
the first LP is like super varied and kind of where it goes.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say inside the band, like if we even have a
Like
sound.
a cohesive,
like to me, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it's Camp Howard, and it's like I know the songs like the back of my hand. But for listeners, they might be like, wow, this is like all over the place.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, but I would start with alternative rock. I think that's probably like the middle point.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think that's a better question for probably our listeners, like than us, because we're so like we write so differently, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what we are.
It's definitely rock. It's definitely rock.
Definitely
of some
rock,
sort.
yeah.
Some sort of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who operates the Twitter, but what's your beef with the word sick?
Oh, that's me. It's just the pandemic, man. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out Twitter.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about. It's like a tweet that was like, we should stop using the word sick to mean cool.
Oh.
And it's just like, after pandemic and like, people been sick and, a lot of people have died.
It is a trigger word, probably.
Yeah, it's like very much a not good word, but it means cool. So.
Okay. I think it was Brian, but how long did it take him to snap out of saying 1, 2, 3?
That's actually a really difficult thing for us to talk about. I will talk about it, but he was saying 1, 2, 3. I mean, it probably went on for like, I don't know, like 15 or 20 minutes, but it was a long time. Matt, do you have anything to say about that? He's eating wings. He wasn't there for that. I'm so sorry.
Matt's just licking his fingers. run the way.
I'm back. I had to replenish my. Oh.
What?
I actually wasn't there for that moment. Remember?
Oh yeah,
I was
Matt.
sick.
Yeah.
I got
Matt
the
was
flu
sick.
and I got like stranded in Columbus, all by myself in a hotel room.
What a terrible place to be.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm from Columbus and I love it very much. But it's okay. You didn't know that.
No, we like to shit on Columbus sometimes.
I mean,
It's not a great
it's
place.
in Ohio.
Yeah,
It is in
You
Ohio.
don't want to get sick on tour. That's a bad place
Yeah,
to be.
it was awful. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like we were like
Dang.
in an Airbnb, and I was just like sweating so much and
Yeah.
like it was
Dude,
awful.
I got sick right after you, and I stuck it out.
I don't know if you got as bad as I did.
Dude, I was in a bed, like literally woke up like drenched in sweat, like fever.
Well, good for you, dude.
No, I'm just saying I would have gone home if I.
Yeah. I mean, at that point,
But also, we had days off in Chicago, and I was like, oh, I'll get over this.
Yeah, I mean, it was after 2 days I was fine. But also, this was during COVID, when COVID
No,
just started.
it was right. It was like pre.
Like, there was cases in the
there was-
U.S.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
There was like one case in the
Yeah.
U.S. It was
Yeah.
it was like right around then. It was like the very beginning of.
Oh, okay,
But it
you're
wasn't.
right.
It wasn't at all like nobody was wearing masks. Nobody.
Yeah,
was,
nobody had any
People
idea.
were joking about it. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
fun little side note.
So you guys have said that you guys sometimes go into sets half finished. I mean, with half finished songs, just kind of feeling them out as you're writing them before they're kind of ready to record. With like COVID, are you guys coming out with more like polished songs together, or is it just a lot more of like the half kind of songs that you guys are flushing out still?
It's honestly like we can't even answer that question.
I can answer that. I can answer that. There's a little. It's kind of the question that has like a lot. It's a lot to that we could go into, which maybe we will. But I will just say.
I mean, feel free to.
Well, basically, there's right now. I'm not sure what the trajectory of the band is right at the moment. So
Yeah.
that's a deeper like thing. But I will say, as far as just the surface level question, which is like, are we going into sets with half finished songs? We did have a song that was half finished. That we were gonna maybe play, and then as like the past couple of days we were in rehearsal and just we're like, you know what, nah, let's not, let's cut that out because like it'll be better. But I also want to say these are amazing questions. It's really well thought out questions. Yeah, that's my answer to that.
I can actually answer from my personal standpoint. I used to sing songs that like I didn't have lyrics for.
Exactly.
And like I would just go on stage and just like sing kind of whatever. I'm not doing that again. I'm not
Okay.
doing that again.
That's what the situation
Because the problem with that is I never finished the lyrics and they were just all, it was just,
I think people can actually tell you're singing gibberish.
yeah.
You were just trying to figure out what to say as you were doing it.
You think you can fool people. And like the worst thing is like once you perform it with fake lyrics and it's like, okay, you just,
You sort of, it's like premature.
yeah, it's totally premature.
You create an expectation.
Yeah, and also like you get the
You get the satisfaction
you
of
get
playing
the you get the satisfaction of performing a song. So you're like, cool, it's finished, but it's not.
Yeah.
and then it
Yeah,
just
I feel like
stays.
those songs we never recorded.
No, we
Because
didn't.
we would play them unfinished.
Yeah, and then they
It's
just
not a good
fizzled out
habit.
It's a
forever.
pretty terrible way
not
to go
good.
about doing
Yeah.
it.
But it can be
the
fun.
moment's
It can be fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using like half finished as like just a kind of a way to articulate like, the
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
of what the
that's a
song
great
was
way to
like.
play it.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are we expecting to hear tonight? What's the set mostly of?
It's kind of everything. It's like kind of it's it's songs from our whole catalog from each release.
I can't remember what the set list is at all at the moment. I'm trying to think of it.
I mean, we got a few from the first record. We got 2 from the first record.
Yeah.
We've got Juicy P minus a track.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Is it the track with the cuss word in the name?
no,
Okay.
it's not that one. It's Haircut.
Okay.
Which we just try to play it, and
I did like playing it. So it's been a while.
it was complicated.
I'm not
That we
really
like
sure why.
couldn't remember. I couldn't remember
No,
how to
that's
play
right,
it,
that's right.
and I was. It's not even that good of a song. and then some of the new songs from the last record.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty.
Yeah, it's a nice
Pretty balanced
Nice.
with all the releases.
So you like your solo stuff, Nick, is kind of a poppier direction, sort of. I would personally think, but is that kind of indicative of where like the band is going, or is that like you wanted to break out of the kind of the Camp Howard sound to put that out, or?
I don't know. I mean, I think honestly, I guess it is a different sound, but I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I had a song that I wanted to record and release, and there wasn't really like. It's like a little bit lighter, I think, like genre wise. Like I don't have a heavy song yet, but like I'm not like worried about genre stuff too much. Like
Okay.
I think like for my solo stuff or for Camp Howard, like the way I operate is I don't care about the genre. I just like try to write songs that I think are good, and whatever I think's good like eventually comes out. And whether it's like cohesive or not or makes sense, like I try to put some effort into that. And sometimes that'll be like, okay, like these 2 songs, those are like good back-to-back singles. They're like similar. I kind of like think of them in pairs. And then like, I might have a group of songs where I'm like, cool, this would be like an EP that's actually like pretty different and like darker and like, or like whatever, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it wasn't like I don't think it really indicates where Camp Howard's going, because like we don't really know where Camp Howard's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys like worked with a lot of different labels, like to kind of put out. I think it was the first EP in like a different variety of mediums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you guys work with so many, or like are you guys stuck with one at the moment, or how is that kind of going?
No, so the first record we did, we kind of just worked with friends, and so it was Citrus City Records, which like good friends of ours, Manny, and so he's like cassette only, and had like a really big influence on the Richmond scene. So we wanted to work with him. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do a tape," and he's done. So he did cassettes for our first release and also our last release. And then the Juice EP, we worked with Egg Hunt Records, and that was like just for that EP. And then also our friends Crystal Pistol helped with the first record, doing like
still active?
CDs. No, I haven't heard much about
Well,
Crystal
that
Pistol.
was Pete and Saul, right?
Yeah,
And Pete Curry is now doing a lot of vaporwave.
yeah. It's
I
like
think
a
he's
FM
I think he's doing
Skyline.
really well.
Yeah, he seems to be doing great.
FM Skyline.
FM
And the
Skyline.
other one was Bad Girl, right? And that was for cassettes as well.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was Tim Phelan, right?
Tim.
Yeah. Which I know that's not a thing anymore, or
Yeah.
maybe they changed the name
I don't know.
or
I have no
something.
idea. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
So are you guys working with the label now, or?
No, we did the last one self-release. Like we did vinyl, like we did our own vinyl and stuff. But we did have Manny do the tapes. So Citrus
Okay.
City did the tapes.
Nice.
But it's not like a contract or anything. It's
Yeah.
just like our friend. Yeah.
So what have you guys all been doing during COVID?
Working mainly. Just like playing
I'll
on
go
my
for
own.
it.
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
just like working and like playing by myself. I mean, we spent a lot of time like not together, and also like, yeah. I mean, we can talk about the 3-piece stuff, but I mean, I haven't been like rehearsing with the band. Like, this is the first month I've been playing with these guys, so it's been cool like coming back and getting back together and kind of like having like this like reunion almost. So, but yeah, that's all I've been up to.
Nice.
I have been. I took a songwriting sort of lull, kind of. It just happened naturally during COVID for a while. Thankfully, it's coming back. I don't know. I played a lot of video games for a bit there, like in the deepest, darkest times of COVID, because I was like, it was scary.
What were you playing?
Gosh, I'm scared to admit it. I was playing.
I'll say it for you.
All right, yeah, he'll say it for you.
Warzone.
That's right. Anyway, it's terrible, but yeah. Anyway, it's terrible. It's like kind of something that it's like a curse that I have. Yeah, it's like that battle royale. It's terrible. Anyway, it's still like a disease that every day I think about smashing my Xbox. But yeah, no, I finally have started writing songs more frequently again, thankfully, and rehearsing. We've been playing together again, and metal detecting. Nick?
Yeah.
You say metal detecting?
I did.
Have you found anything really cool?
Yeah, I've found things that I think are cool. I don't know if other people would think they're cool. I found 1865 2-cent piece, 1903 half barber, and a sheriff badge from like the early 1900s.
Sheriff badge is sick.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gave it
that's
to my
cool.
nephew though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. I played just like, I don't know. I've been like really alone for a long time. Just like I play soccer, I go on runs, I record in my room by myself. I make dinners. Gotten pretty good at cooking, honestly. But
Nice.
like I only eat by myself, and like I cook, and I'm just like, wow, that's pretty good. And then I just sit there by myself eating. And yeah, it's been lonely, but yeah, go to work. I work with Matt. And then we like just recently got asked to do some support dates for the Backseat Lovers. So Wes, Brian, and I have been rehearsing as a 3-piece because Matt can't go because of work. So started like in the past couple of months getting together and trying to figure out a 3-piece set. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Watched a lot of Great British Bake Off. Yeah, just passing the time.
It's a great show.
Good stuff.
It's a great show.
Good show. Was there anything that you guys had kind of coming down the pipeline before COVID that had to get kind of shelved? or pushed to the side?
Yeah, we had studio time booked
On the
for
way to South by.
yeah.
Like, there was a lot of momentum. No, sorry, yeah, there was a lot of momentum.
How many times have you guys played South by? Because that wasn't going to be your first time, right?
No, we'd played once before.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our second time.
I was excited for a round two because my first experience at South by, I was like going through a breakup or something silly, and like I was feeling so claustrophobic. It was so many people and so hard to get anywhere, and I was looking forward to going back and like having a more chill experience, but got canceled.
Yeah.
So
Rightly so.
Rightly so.
Rightly so.
Rightly so.
I'm glad we didn't go, and then it was
terrible.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we also had studio time booked that we couldn't go do, and we had like some songs that we had been playing because the last tour we did, Matt got sick, as you heard already, so he had to go home, and then we were like scrounging to like play some songs that made more sense to play as a 3-piece. So we were playing like, remember that song like Knife Edge and like Salt Bath?
right.
Like we were playing like kind of these new songs that
They were probably going to be recorded,
they were probably gonna be
and
recorded.
now they probably won't be.
Yeah.
'Cause we've kind of moved on from that, I think, style-wise.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about with anything like shelved during COVID. Like, are you guys moving past that? Because I mean, it's changed everybody a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, it's just been so long also that like
I'll say that with those songs kind of dropping now, whether or not, well, I don't, like I said, we don't really know where Camp Howard's going, but with the 3-piece thing that has been kind of happening recently, the songs are different than I think what people, maybe not, but I think they feel and sound a lot different than old.
sound, yeah.
It's a new sound. It's like darker and like it's more minor, but like rocking. It does depend.
That's just like
That is
group of songs.
That is a group of songs, but I like that, and it kind of like, I think that it sort of, I think it's, if we do like an EP or something about those songs is gonna kind of like be the flagship of that particular vibe. That's just my opinion, but I don't know how Nick sees it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
How often and how many times have you guys played in a van? Or was it just the once?
Probably just the once.
In a band.
In the
van.
van. Played in the van. Remember like someone
Yeah.
brought that up to me recently. They were
God.
like, I love that video.
Really?
about that.
That's
I
such
was
a
like,
silly video. That was
like
our only time.
Someone whose opinion I respect was like, dude, I love that video. And I was like, really?
Who said that?
I don't remember.
It's a good video.
Man, I kind of have to go back. What songs
Yeah.
were we playing?
I think just like the first record.
Yeah, it was the first. We put
Like
like
Spanish?
anybody. and-
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to watch that. That seems like so.
Yeah, we
that song. How does
we
that go?
recorded with like a
It's
little
like
like.
day-
Yeah.
Pretty sure we did a Zoom
Yeah,
recording.
like Adels.
I love
H2.
it. This is like what I used to record on first ever recording it, like home recording stuff was like doing Zoom recordings. I had like a H4 from like 2000.
I had an H2 that I used to record stuff. Like,
Yeah. 4-track.
No, yeah, I think it's like 2015 was that video or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oregon Hill.
Yep.
So I mean, besides being sick, like what was the good parts about being on the road? Like, do you guys miss being able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like the camaraderie of just like being in the middle of like a new town that you've never been before with like 4 guys that, like you just like spending time with, and it's just like fun. Like music aside, it is like has like this has moments of like it's like really cool to be a part of something like that.
It's like traveling.
Yeah.
Travel, it's just like you not only, I love being on stage, like I think of something I've always wanted to do. I think I've always wanted to do like more theater, never really done much of that, but as a kid I did some of it. So I love going from town to town and getting on stage and playing. I love songwriting. I know you love songwriting too, Nick. And you get to get up and play your songs for people, and we are bonded, and we're traveling and seeing and meeting new people. I mean, yeah, I miss it a lot. Yeah.
I think to me, like, there's honestly like the playing shows and all that stuff is cool, but I feel like it's all like the in between stuff, like being in the car, and then like all of a sudden we stop for lunch and we like don't know what we're gonna get, and then like we find a cool spot and it's like really good. It's like there's a lot of like little highs in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you never know what's gonna happen any day, and like you really don't know where. Like we know where we're headed generally, but we don't know what we're gonna find like on the way. And that's always fun.
Yeah, this is just a self-indulgent question because you guys are the second band that I've interviewed that has played the Royal American, and I'm from Charleston. I just want to know how you guys liked
the
it.
Royal American is
Dude,
that bar with that really
tiny stage, and they have like the cinnamon whiskey they make like in house, and like the rum punch. Yeah, no, the food there is really good too. Yeah. We have very good memories there. Yeah, we love that place.
Yeah, solid.
And also, we just love Charleston. Like every time we go there, we have like some friends that always like come out to see us, and they're always very hospitable.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, great town.
Good place to be.
Yeah.
What is like so Camp Howard is named after a place, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is like the goofiest thing that's happened at Camp Howard?
Oh, I know what it is.
I know what it is already. I mean, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I mean,
let's lay it out.
Lay it out.
Well,
Lay it out.
Do you need to ask like content questions? Like, are we allowed to say things?
I mean,
obviously,
it's
you
not-
can't.
I was just gonna say.
I mean, I can edit out any cursing, but
Well, I think there's two things.
Well, here's where my mind went. This is like I think the last time we went to Camp Howard, and like the second we showed up there. The second we showed up there, we're like all like unpacking, like getting our stuff out of the van, like, you know, putting stuff in like the little cabin shed thing. And one of the guys we were with, the guy who actually filmed that in the van video,
True.
he jumped off a bridge. There's like a little bridge that we jump off to swim. But he was like, I don't know if he'd like been drinking on the way there. Like, you know, we're all excited. He jumped off the bridge.
The water is usually a certain height, and we were like, it's way too low. We can't jump in. And he was like,
Yeah, he jumped in, like I don't know. He like hurt his
in his heel.
cracked something in his heel, and was basically like, this is like the second we got there, and he was like, he instead of like doing anything about it or like doctor or like going home or like whatever, he was like, I'm just gonna get like blackout drunk.
He drank a fifth of vodka.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Within like like no joke. Like this guy just pounded a bunch of vodka and just passed out.
I hate telling the story about Drew, but
It sounds
It's
like we're
amazing.
trashing Drew really bad, but like it is what happened. And like,
But the best part, you can keep, sorry.
well, basically from that point on, he's blackout drunk. He's like falling asleep, like face down in the
he
grass.
was like managing his pain
Yeah,
by drinking. I don't know.
yeah,
That's exactly
what he was doing. He was
Face
like-
down, ass up in the lawn.
Yeah, and
Yes.
at some point we, like, he was he was passed out, and we had like these little fireworks, like little rockets,
Little M80s.
little M80s, whatever, something small, and he was just like face down with like his ass crack like hanging out. And we just put a little firework in there and like lit it off and shot it.
I guess.
And as soon as it starts getting lit, he like he like feels it, and like I'm filming this video, and he hits it, and it literally hits me in the face.
And this video,
Yeah.
this video, as much as I disagree with this, and I did, it's on my Instagram. If you scroll down far enough,
Yeah.
I think it's still there.
Yeah. Me getting hit in the face. Yeah. It was,
Yeah, and also, he never like woke up pretty much. Like even once we did that, he just like shrugged the firework off and just like passed out again. And then we were like going to this place, and he was like, he like laid down beside like a really busy like winding road,
There you go.
and was
This
just
is the audio for it. Just hits the camera.
yeah.
All right.
But
Anyway.
yeah, he fell asleep on
like
a very narrow
You know, it's
winding
dangerous.
road.
I didn't think of that as the story at all. I thought the most absurd thing that happened was like when we were all there the first time. All of us were just butt naked and drunk all day
with like people that we weren't even like
with shoes
I
on.
didn't even really know you guys. Like this was like my first time spending like any time with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't even move in
we
the
really
order.
got a good look at each other.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of. I forgot about the fireworks stuff.
yeah.
Man, poor Drew. That was wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
Matt, what what was it like being in the same restaurant as Guy Fieri?
It was amazing.
Dude, tell them about today.
Yeah, so little update. Same restaurant today. I'm like friends with the bar manager at Pearlie's. And
Shout out Pearlie's.
yeah, I love Pearlie's. Amanda, love you. But I got hit up because Man vs. Food was there today. And I got interviewed officially. Because on Guy Fieri's show, I was just in the background, but I got interviewed and like they like took videos of me like eating the sandwich. It was amazing, living my dream. Like this is like as a kid, I watched Man vs. Food, and so like it was like very cool to like be a part of that. So
So you're like you are now like a syndicated Food Network extra.
yeah, basically.
Honestly, dude, you
On
should
retainer.
just like go into that industry and like.
I would love that.
Like you need to. I feel like it's like just stop. Like the universe is just like telling you that's
Yeah.
what you need to do.
So yeah, literally, yeah.
He's so good at it. Like not even necessarily Man versus Food, but just like
Yeah.
food, TV,
Yeah,
entertainment.
maybe.
Just do some.
I love Anthony Bourdain, and
Yeah.
you know,
Could be,
Rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain.
I love him. Also, Roadrunner. Go see that film. It's amazing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's so
it?
good. Yeah, it's awesome.
So do you guys have any covers in your sets?
We used to.
We've
Is
done
there?
covers before.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was any covers you guys were thinking about adding to the set or
Not
anything.
tonight.
No,
We used to.
we used to do like
We used to do like a Weezer one.
and a Mac DeMarco one too.
Did we do a Mac DeMarco one?
Yeah.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. Yeah.
Oh, but that was like before Camp Howard.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think we used to do. The reason we used to do covers is because we didn't have enough originals that we believed in. Sorry. Go.
Oh, we did Annie too.
I'm just trying to remember how that song. I'm a man.
It goes.
It's like
It's like
that's yeah.
Just like E.
I'm a man, man.
Oh my god, I can't
Something.
believe we used to play that. That's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty much steered away from the covers stuff. As soon as we realized, like, wow, people just really want to hear the Weezer song, then we're like,
Yeah. You're suddenly like, wow, people get so hype on this and it's not even our song. And I think like nothing against cover bands at all, but because there is a time and a place. But I think that like, you know, if you're playing a song in your set that's better than
Your song.
your songs, not to say that Sweater song is better than our songs, but I mean it, you know, kind of like is.
it is. But
It's
also,
like it's
now-
a huge hit, so
yeah,
you can't.
But finally now, or like years later, we realized like we finally started. Once we put out, I guess, Juice, it was like, oh, people like our songs, and like we were starting to get like the same sort of reaction that we used to from playing covers to our songs. And we were like, that's sick, and like people
Well,
would
I
like
think
sing
it,
along.
I think it takes time to like
Yeah,
build
yeah,
up
yeah.
a set of. I mean, we write collectively hundreds of songs
Yeah.
over the years, but I mean, you know, like you're not only a select amount of them go work their way into a set or an album. So,
Yeah.
and especially starting out, I think we would play more covers intentionally.
Is there a lot of those old songs that like you think will ever come out, or are those just shelved in the archives?
You know what's interesting? The other day there was an old song that I don't know. I think they can work their way back into your like psyche, and you start being like, you know what? That, or you hear it, find an old demo, and you go, that actually is a really good song. The other day we were playing this song that was like kind of, we called it All for Nothing.
Yeah.
All for Nothing. Is that what it's called?
one of
And that's
those.
one of Nick's songs, and we just kind of we had demoed it, and it was really cool. But then we just totally dropped it, and then the other day we started kind of like joking around playing it, like we were trying to remember how to play it. And then I personally was like, you know what? This is a really good song, and I think like that can happen with other old songs or demos, you know.
But that's where like out of the Blue came from, was like an old recording of yours.
Oh yeah, that was something.
That was completely random. We never played that as a band, but-
in a live set.
Yeah.
That was on the bequest of my father, who asked me to do that for the record, and
We did it.
I don't know, we just did it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just,
We've never
respect
played it.
him a lot. So.
Yeah, I think there's so many songs that will never be heard and are lost forever, and that's just the way that's just the way it goes. But hopefully you're hearing the good ones, or the ones that we think are good.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to have like, I don't know.
Like recording of them or something. Just to,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be really cool to just be like really successful, and then people are like, we just want to hear whatever you put out, and then we just put out every song.
I mean, once you guys die, there'll be plenty to put out. It sounds like
that's true. Yeah.
True. We're saving it for the
for the postmortem.
post-mortem.
Yeah, we should put
No,
out like
posthumous.
Post-
Posthumously.
Yeah,
Posthumus.
Let's put out. We should put out like an 80-track album. that's just like everything.
Only demos. I think that
Only
I think
voice
that
memos?
some part of me like hopes that someone will hack my computer when I die. Not until I die, and like get all my demos out.
Yeah.
If they can find them at this point, my computer is so like screwed
Yeah.
data wise.
So do you always write collectively, or how does kind of the
Not
songwriting
really.
process work with y'all?
Well, we write completely on our own at home,
Oh, okay.
and then we come into rehearsal. But I will say, developing like things happen during rehearsal when we're playing them. Like I might come in with a song we're playing, and Nick says, "Yeah, I don't know about that, like that one part or something," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I'll think about that for a day and be like, "Yeah, he's actually totally right." Because not every single part to a song. If you're lucky, it's all good. And I think that we kind of bounce as the whole band too, not just Nick and I, but bounce around the. They develop.
Yeah, things happen. A lot of like really good things happen when one of us brings a song in and like we just start playing it, because it's so much easier like at home, you can like try and by yourself and like try and hear it, but like to make little changes, it's like, oh, we'll play like that, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh, actually go
immediate.
back. It's so immediate and so effective and
So
like
much faster.
and it's just like so
Plus, when you are at home writing a song, unless it's destined for some solo, something like, Nico play, or I don't really have solo, well, Ruth Good, or something separate from the band. It's like you might record it and then you try to work it out with the band, but I think you can get so attached. At least I feel like Nick and I have talked about
It's how you heard it.
to how you recorded it and how you just want it to be that way, and it's hard to sometimes let go of it, at least for me. Especially if it's like been a demo I've been listening to for like 6 months or something, a long time, finally come to rehearsal and it's like, no, the bass actually goes like this, instead of just letting the guys like have fun and be creative with it, which is where obviously like the cool things happen, because it's stuff you would not normally write.
Sweet. What's everybody's favorite Crayola crayon color?
least favorite.
Favorite out of like the 96 pack.
Like flavor preference? Or
Flavor, yeah.
The
Okay.
taste.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
the
love reading
taste.
crayons.
Yeah. Burnt sienna. That's an obvious one.
That's a great one.
It tastes like,
Sorry, we talk about this a lot at the station.
flavor.
As we talk about the 96
So
count.
who else says burnt sienna?
I really like, yeah.
It's a great.
It's a good one, yeah.
I mean, of course, you could talk about the Purple Crayon. Remember Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Yeah.
The book.
Wasn't it also a PBS show, or am I?
Mike, if it is, then I missed out. What's
Maybe.
y'all's? Sorry.
I actually don't. I don't know. I don't know if I ever ate crayons.
I mean, you can pick just a favorite color, not just flavor.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I want to say like green.
Okay,
Just green.
just green.
I mean, I like green. I mean, I was gonna say orange, but that's crazy.
I mean, you don't want to say orange.
No.
I said burnt sienna, and I am actually like
I feel pretty
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like orange. I mean, it's not my favorite color, but it's just so bold. I don't know.
It is.
Bruised yellow. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
Just kidding.
Bruise yellow.
Purple Mountain's Majesty. All right. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you want the listeners to know? Any other upcoming shows, maybe? Any
Well, we're going on tour with the Backseat Lovers.
Backseat Lovers?
Going to Florida and Texas.
If they're
Open.
They're still
And
happening.
live,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have a show tomorrow,
Yeah, we have. Well,
which is irrelevant for this band.
yeah.
September 4th.
September
if you do
4th.
have a time machine,
Yeah.
we'll see you there in Norfolk.
Yeah. 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 How quickly can you get this edited, man? Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
There's gonna be something I think of later, but
Maybe like in December or something. I don't know.
no, not really. I mean, all we can really say right now is we're playing our first show in forever, and feels good. And the future, we'll find out together as a group what happens and
What the future of Camp Howard will be.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to find out.
Where can they find y'all on social media?
Everywhere, Instagram, Twitter,
Just at Camp Howard?
I think most of them are at Camp Howard Band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instagram is like camp.
At camp.howard on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
This has been Her Majesty with Camp Howard and WKNC 88.1 FM HD1 Raleigh. Thanks for listening. Majesty here in the edit. What you're about to hear is I went backstage after the conclusion of the concert and I got a little post-match statement from the boys of the band. Enjoy. Wes, can I get a post-match interview?
Yes, it was very, very interesting out there.
It was incredible.
It was incredible. The wind was blowing. It started raining, but we got through.
We won the game.
We won the game. It wasn't and I sympathize with my competitor. He almost had us there.
The sound man, he really had it out for you.
It's their second day apparently. So much love.
Much love. They're learning.
They're learning. Doing okay.
Thank you. Wait, Matt, can I get a post-match interview? Post-match statement.
Oh man, I just took a shot of whiskey and I'm feeling crazy right now.
Incredible. That was great. That was
thank
great.
You. I mean, it was something. It was definitely something.
It was for sure something. Nick, can I get a post-match statement?
Post-match statement, it was rough out there. I want to say the referees does pretty good. And,
they weren't
the
here
referee
for you.
this and
I think the red card before the end it really did you in.
Yeah, it really was kind of the last blow, but we keep our heads up and just look forward to the next match.